Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Faith. I'm writing an adult literary fiction novel about a girl named Princess. Well, she's not a girl, she's like 20, but like a young woman named Princess who's 20 and she feels lonely and kind of like she's behind in life and stuff like that. So she goes to therapy trying to like fix these problems and then well, that's all I have for now. So basically this video is going to be about me, I guess, complaining about therapy confessions. I was going to have a different video for this week, like either a video on reading Little Fires Everywhere and then just like talking about how good the book is, but then I decided not to do that one because I don't know, I just didn't want to like figure out I feel like it's better to like look at a new book and just like kind of guess how good it's going to be, and I might do that if I buy whatever, it doesn't matter, the book that I'm kind of hoping to do it on. But I feel like I want to do it on a new book instead of just like a book I've already read, because I feel like I know the things that I know because I've read the book, you know what I mean? And then also I was going to do a Getting My Life Back Together for yesterday, but I don't know, I also scrapped that video idea. I have no idea why. Which this video is literally about me complaining about therapy confessions, and I'm literally talking about other video ideas. I get distracted easily. But anyways, the reason I was talking about those other video ideas is because I was avoiding talking about therapy confessions, not because I'm quitting the novel, but because I don't know what I'm doing with the novel yet. Like, I don't know how the changes, like what the changes are going to be, I guess, to make the novel better, because I'm re-outlining the book. Like, I think I wrote like 5,000 words in my last vlog, but I said I was getting burnt out, but I think another thing that was happening was that I didn't know where therapy confessions was going. So let's just talk about the book and just like, you know what I mean, talk about, well, I don't even know where this video is gonna go, like, because I don't have a solution to the problems that I have. I'm just talking about it at this point because I don't know what else to do. I don't know, because it's just like, yeah, I have no idea why I'm talking about it. I just decided why not. So okay, so the problem with this novel, okay, well, actually, no, not the problem with this novel. Let's just like start from the beginning. Okay, so first I finished my zero draft of this book, and the book was about a princess making friends because of her therapist, whatever. It was simple. And then there was also this guy from her past, but like I don't know, whatever. It kind of just like is just never talked about again. Or it's just like it alternates between the new friend and the old friend. Let's just call them that for now to make sense. Okay, so there's the new friend and there's the old friend, and it's just like what I'm having problems with is like making them be able to be in the same place without it just being like a chapter for the new friend, a chapter for the old friend, a chapter for the new friend, a chapter for the old friend, a chapter for the therapist, 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 a chapter for the new friend, a chapter for the therapist, a chapter for the therapist, a chapter for the old friend. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I feel like it's just so disconnected instead of just like having everything happen almost at the same time. And that's the problem I'm having with the novel. Like, I want everything to exist at the same time and make sense together instead of it just feeling like everything is just separate things in her life, just like that she's dealing with, I guess. Because I think the therapist can be connected to like one of the friends, but I feel like the therapist can't be connected to both. And then also the therapist, there's this whole storyline that happens with the therapist, and it's just like there's just these three storylines that I don't know how. Why is it so windy out there? Anyways, I want them to like intertwine into just like a novel about just like everything, but it all just makes sense why everything is needed in the story, which there's a reason why everything has to be in the story. Like, the old friend has to be in the story because he was her first ever friend, and I feel like it's more realistic to talk about, because I feel like he's the only person that she like constantly thinks about, because like he was a part of her life at one point, and I feel like him constantly thinking about him, her constantly thinking about him, and then eventually just like he just like disappears wouldn't make sense. So it's just like he has to be in the story, right? And then the new friend has to be in the story because I don't want this story to just be about her like undoing the past and just like doing that, because I feel like, I don't know, that's just not what I'm trying to say with the story. And then the therapist POV has to be there because like, why is she like making friends and doing all that? And it's like, I'm not that type of person who will just like write a story where the main character becomes like obsessed with something for no reason. Like, I need a reason, and therapy is my reasoning for this novel. So yeah, another thing that, because I feel, I explained what the novel's about, but it's just like, I don't even know what happens after just like she's lonely, she goes to therapy to stop being lonely, and then that's just like where everything just like goes wrong in the novel, which I'm trying to fix in this new outline that I'm doing. But yeah, I don't know how to do that. And I was talking to my therapist about it, and it's just like, when I talked to her about it, it just like felt like it made so much sense that everyone needed to be in this novel. I don't know how to make them all there and for the story to make sense. And then there's also the parents, which are also there. And it's just like, because the character's so lonely, I feel like all these aspects of her life are just so separated. Like, it's just like here, then here, then here, and here. And it's just like, this chapters just feel like it's just one character, one character, one character. And maybe that does make sense, and it's just like, books do that. But like, I don't know, maybe I need to read more and just like see how other authors deal with that. Yeah, I think I need to do that for my novel, just to see. And second off, another thing that was happening with this novel is, when I was searching for comps for this novel, I was doing a bunch of comps that were very much character going to therapy, which I feel like I was focusing more on the therapy aspect of the book rather than the fact that she's lonely and feels behind in life, and I need to draw away from that. But like, I don't know which friend to draw closer to, the new friend or the old friend. But I don't know, maybe I just don't understand story structure and I just don't know what I'm talking about. I feel like this is just becoming like a yap thing where I'm just talking, and it's just like, this might just not make sense, and I might just like be getting what I feel in my brain out. But the thing is just like, it doesn't make sense because I also just like don't know the story. And the thing is, another thing about this, and the reason why I'm like, oh no, like I actually need to like figure this out, is because this is the only story I can write at this point. Because I was also talking to my therapist about this, about like the other stories that I have in my brain, because I write adult literary fiction and I'm 18 years old. So it's just like, Princess, I can easily write about her because she's 20 years old, which is 2 years above me. She hasn't gone to college or just like did any of the things. Because, okay, let's just talk about my other novels. Okay, so first off, actually just like my other novel, we have my other novel, which is about money problems, I guess, and it's like this girl who's obsessed with money because she grew up poor, and it's just like, whatever, that's the novel. And that novel is perfectly fine. Like, I could easily deal with that novel because like the main character is like almost in the same boat as Princess, where she just like she's kind of behind in life. But I feel like that main character, okay, this is practically but they fell apart or something, where if you remember that whole era where I was writing that, where East is the main character, and that's the book that I'm like, the second book I want to work on. I think I said like I wanted to work on Winter next. I'll talk about why I can't work on that either. But like, okay, for this novel, the problem about this novel is the novel is about like getting your first job after college. And the problem is I haven't been to college. And second off, another thing that this book is about is it's about being in like white spaces, like majority white spaces, and just like about college and just like about all those types of things that I haven't experienced yet, which I'll experience like next year, just in the fall. But like well, actually I have experience being in almost all white spaces, but that's just like, that was elementary school, and that's how it's gonna be my life in college. But anyways, I want to talk about like themes like that. Well, there's the other themes in it, like religion and just like stuff like that, but those are the themes that, like, things I want to talk about that I haven't experienced yet. So it's just like I feel like I should experience those things before writing that book. Okay, I had to deal with something, but I'm back. But anyways, like, I just feel like I can't talk about that novel. And then also there's Winter, which I'm just gonna call the novel Winter for now, where it's just like about this like long-term relationship that this main character has, and just like how mental health affects this relationship. But it's like I've also not experienced that. And second off, there's like how far she is into her career. Like I also haven't experienced that, and I just, because the main character in that novel would be like 25, 26, something like that, or even 24 if I'm trying to make her young. But like I just feel like I haven't experienced enough to make like a bunch of the novels I want to write. So then this is the only novel where I'm just like okay enough to like write it, which okay, fine with, yeah, actually, yeah, no, because I can't write any of the other novels. So it's just like for this novel I'm kind of just like I'm trying to make it work, because if this novel does not work, then it's just like I can't write a novel for another like 4 years. Actually, not 4 years, like 3 years, which I guess I could just do a bunch of research for just like how things work. But at the same time, it's just like I don't know. And it's just like because it's like maybe writing an adult novel at this age isn't a good idea, because I'm kind of just seeing why people don't do that. But it's just like I like adult literary fiction novels. Like literally look at my shelf, you can literally see that. And then just like even my bottom shelf, you can see how much I like that genre. So it's just like I want to write within this genre, but at the same time I feel like I'm not ready, but like I don't know. Let's just say we can write this novel right now, Therapy Confessions, and I'm trying to make it work. And so I'm kind of just like desperately trying to make it work. And like I've been outlining and just like seeing how I can like put all these things together. And another thing that I have a problem with now that I'm thinking about it, I'm all over the place. I'm sorry if you're not new here, then you know I'm always all over the place, so it's fine. But if you are new here, then just like welcome to the faith chaotic just like brain stuff. But anyways, and there I go again talking about whatever that is. But anyways, so I've been outlining the novel, and I just feel like the moment that each character is introduced or each dynamic is introduced is way too late in the novel. Like chapter 9 I think is when we start off the old, actually, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, it's fine. But like I just feel like there's just so many aspects of the novel, and I just don't know how to start them all at like almost the same time, because I feel like if some things are starting like way later, I'm talking too fast, but like if some things are starting way later, I feel like it just doesn't work in the novel. So practically what this whole problem is that I'm trying to intersect 4 different things at the same time, just like 4 different relationships I do not know if you can hear that, but like it is quite weird. The wind is so loud. Like I don't know why the wind is doing that, but like whatever. I'm just trying to introduce these 4 relationships together while also talking about the themes of loneliness and yeah, just like loneliness specifically. Just like that is so loud, like it. Okay, but anyways, I don't know how to like intertwine everything together and still make it make sense. So I'm sorry if this was just like an unstructured, like what is she talking about video, but like I just want to talk about Therapy Confessions, and I feel like nothing was solved in this video. Like, I'm sorry I couldn't like show you like what I did to fix the novel. Oh, another thing I have to say, in the version of this novel, the old friend dies. I might have said that. Either I said this in the beginning, because I made 2 different videos of this until I didn't like the other one where I was talking but I didn't know what I was talking about. So basically in one of the things, the old friend dies, but then it became a book about grief. But I didn't like it being about grief because it's just like, that's not what the book is about, and it stopped making sense. But that's just another problem I had with the novel, and that's why I can't just like do something with the old main character and have it just like be fine. Okay, hi guys, this is me like a week later. If you're wondering about the plastic bag on my hair, I'm deep conditioning, so let's just pretend that's not there. But so I wasn't gonna upload this video because I was kind of just like, I'm just rambling, and it's just like, I don't know, there was no conclusion in the beginning. I ended up finding a conclusion to that like a couple days later, which is what I decided to do instead of just like having those 2 plot lines with the 2 best friends, was to make them, what is it, not be her friend, I guess, because like, yeah, so like the 2 characters are still there, but I just like made them less important to the story. So that's what I ended up doing. So there is a conclusion to it, and it turns out talking for like 20 minutes on about your book and complaining about it does end up working out. So I am glad I did that. And about the whole not putting it out, I just didn't want to do that. But like, as I was filming my another video, which was my trying Richard Wright's writing routine, which that will be the next video, I realized that I did want to share, you know, how I came to the point of writing the new version of the book. So yeah, in the novel now, the 2 characters, like the 2 best friends, have less of a role in the book, and the therapist has a bigger role in the book. And I feel like another thing that helped me figure this out was reading my old novel. What was it called? The first novel I ever wrote. That video, what was that book? The Trio, yeah. Because I realized like from that usually what I do is I have too many things going on, and like what I really need to do is just like, I don't know, turn it down a bit and stuff like that. So I'm glad I got that figured out. And so yeah, there was a conclusion, even though I kept saying, oh, I'm sorry, there's no happy conclusion, that I don't know what to do. But I figured it out, and right now I'm in the I wrote the outline for it. Actually, that's for the next video, but like I did a lot with it. But yeah, so I did figure it out. So anyways, I guess I'll do the conclusion now. Thanks for watching. Bye.